Today we're talking about one of Coach's most popular limited edition collections, the Coach Space Collection. Being limited edition and being so popular, these items have become very sought after and consequently rather expensive on the pre-loved market. Today we'll talk about the entire collection. I'll show you a couple of pieces that I have, and we'll also discuss the outlet collection that followed this one, as well as some of the pieces that Coach has released since then that are also space themed, because it's become part of Coach's heritage now. So stay tuned. Welcome, I'm Autumn Beckman, and I'm here to help you live your most luxurious life within your budget. I post new videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of those, and so you don't miss my daily community posts where I post the best sales of the day and fabulous handbags that I find. Also, don't miss my website, autumnbeckman.com. I will have that linked below. And that's where you'll find handbags and accessories that I have for sale, as well as the My Handbag Collection organizer, which I designed to help you curate and organize a collection of your most treasured items. This is the front and back of the item tracker page where you can track everything you'd want to know about your handbags and small goods. And that is the heart of the planner, but it's not all. There's a lot more to it, so go check it out. Now let's jump into the Coach Space Collection. This was released in the summer of 2017, which coincidentally or not was also the same year that Chanel introduced their space-themed collection, which was their fall-winter collection, and that runway show was in March. This Coach collection was released in May. So was it inspired by Chanel? I don't know. Do you? Let us know. Now this video is about Coach, not Chanel, but I do want to say just a couple things about the Chanel show. First of all, this was their runway. This was at Paris Fashion Week. They had this rocket ship in the middle of the stage that actually blew smoke out the bottom. And there are a ton of bags in this collection. I'll put a link below where you can look at all of them if you'd like to. But one of them, my favorite, was this rocket ship Menaudier. And some of you already know what I'm about to pull out. It's this. So this is not Chanel. This was a like $50 dupe that I got on Etsy many years ago. But it is, of course, made to look like the Chanel one. I love these chains at the bottom. That's so fun. And the way this opens is it has this little clasp here that you move out of the way. Mine is all plastic, by the way. Chanel's would not have been. And you open the lid to the rocket, and that's where you put things. And it does have a little chain strap, so that's fun. Now, I'm from Houston, even though I live in Oregon now. Houston, of course, is Space City, so I've always had a thing for space stuff, like rockets and aliens and NASA and all this. So this collection from Coach is particularly interesting to me. And Stuart Vevers, who, of course, is the mastermind behind this, because he's the lead designer at Coach at the time and still is. Here's a quote from him about this collection. He says, "The collection is very nostalgic. There's something about the time of the space program that just gives this feeling of possibility. The space references, rockets, and planets are symbolic of a moment of ultimate American optimism and togetherness." Now, if you missed my video on Stuart Vevers and his time at Coach, I will have that linked below so you can check it out. But a key thing to note about him, particularly for runway shows and special collections, is he's from Britain and he moved to America to accept this position at Coach. And what you see a lot of in his runway pieces is American nostalgia and things that I would call kind of touristy, because they're people who don't live in America. When you think of America, these are some of the things you think about. The space program, the American West, the American roadway. These all pop up in Stuart Vevers' designs, so it makes a lot of sense that he would do this space collection. When you Google some of the pieces in this collection, you'll still be able to find the original Coach listings. In the little description that it gives of the collection, it says, "Introducing a limited edition space collection inspired by American dreamers. It's perfect for fearless travelers who believe that anything is possible." So let's look at what they made possible in this collection. I scoured the internet and found as many pieces from this collection as I could, so hopefully I got it all. It would not surprise me if I missed something because it's kind of extensive. There's a lot to it. But I was able to break it down into 4 different looks that they did for this collection. And then within each of those 4 looks, they have some of the same styles of bag or small good. I think people who are familiar with this collection, when they think of this collection, this is probably what they think of first. And I have one of these, and this one is the Rogue, but this look is the blue background. This blue, I believe, is called River, with the space patches. And these patches were inspired by the patches on spacesuits. So let's take a closer look at them. You have the rocket here, there's a Saturn, there's another rocket, there's an astronaut, there's a UFO that says "We come in peace," and a UFO that says "I believe." The patches are only on the front of the bag, not the back. And this particular one has a black interior, like space, like outer space. You know, we call these things black holes. It makes sense here. Inside, of course, you have the textile. You know, it's a traditional Rogue. This was still back in the day when they did the little clochette on the Rogues. Mine is missing the 1941 hang tag, which would have been red on this with gunmetal hardware. So this is the first look, and the first bag I'll show you from that look. I'll do photos of the rest of them. I will give you prices when I can, but I was only able to find a few of them. I will say I don't know what retail on this Rogue was, but there's one on eBay right now where they're asking $2,500 for it. So that gives you an idea of how sought after and expensive this collection can be. So in addition to the Rogue, there was also what I'm calling a flight bag. I'm not sure if that's the official name of it. This one just has the one patch with the Saturn. There's also a Gotham tote and a League backpack. This retailed brand new for $795. So this collection was pretty expensive in the store. There was also the Saddlebag 23. I have two of these saddlebags, by the way. Not the space ones, mine are from other collections. Quickly becoming one of my favorite Coach bags. And then for small goods, there's this turn lock wristlet, and they did this zipped wallet. The second look I found was kind of similar to the first one, except this time you have a white background and only one patch, and it's always the rocket. They did this in a crossbody clutch, this kiss lock bag. These are going to be some of the most sought after, the kiss locks. This wristlet and a phone wallet. And note the phone wallet has the triangular rocket patch, the other ones had the round one. And that's all I found from that look. So the third look that I found are the NASA pieces. So most of these have a black background and then they just say NASA on them. Note that the NASA is multicolored. So for this, they did the crossbody clutch. This bag, I'm not sure the name of, I'm calling it a flight bag because it's rectangular, but it has those things on the side that you see on the Rogue where the zipper goes out and the leather pieces kind of stick out. They also did a kiss lock bag in this look. But then I also found this white bag with NASA. So I don't know if that was part of this collection. I'm going to guess it was, or if it was maybe a later release, since it's the only white piece that I found. And the saddlebag. And they did this little bifold wallet and this phone wallet. And I'll also put this picture here. You can see the bifold NASA wallet on the top, and there's also a bifold in the blue with the patch from that first look. And obviously I like the blue look with the patches, but my other favorite look from this collection is look number 4, and that is, get ready for it, Space Rexy. You guys know I love Rexy. So in this collection, Rexy's on a brown background, sometimes color blocked with a golden yellow. And Rexy is donning an astronaut helmet and a jetpack. This look came in the crossbody clutch, the dinky, the saddle 23, this is a bag that's on my wish list, the wristlet clutch, which retailed for $250, and the turn lock wristlet. So those are the 4 looks. What I haven't mentioned yet, because I wanted to do its own little category on these, are the bag charms. The bag charms from this collection are kind of amazing. Since we just talked about Space Rexy, can we talk about this first? This bag charm is Jetpack Rexy. It's enormous. It's like this big. It's huge. It retailed for $250. I'm sure it would be much more expensive if you could find one pre-loved. Another giant sought after bag charm from this collection is the NASA one. It's done in resin, again with that gradient of color, and it's another very large bag charm. There's also this Earth charm, this I Believe, which matches one of the patches on that blue bag. The spaceship charm, which also matches the patches. This metal Saturn charm, which is again pretty large. These are a lot bigger than they look in photos. A Space Rexy charm at the top of my list. The only reason I haven't bought one is because the one I found online is $300. Hanging from this bag, you can see a Saturn charm and a rocket charm. And there were actually several rocket charms done. I'm not sure which ones were from the boutique collection and which are from later collections, so I'll just show all these to you now. I know this one for sure was from the boutique collection. I actually have this in my personal collection, and I would grab it and show it to you, except I'm not sure where it is at the moment. I know I have it somewhere. And that one is heavy. It has a couple layers of leather and metal pieces, which make it really heavy. There's also this black one, which has embroidery on it, so that would be a lot more lightweight. My guess would be that this might be an outlet piece. There's also this red one and this silver one. So that's everything I found from that collection. It's quite a bit, and I love so much of it. And as you heard, I want to add a couple pieces for myself. That collection was so popular with Coach in summer of 2017 that in the summer of 2018, they released a space collection at their outlets. And I'll go over a few of the bags that I found from there. The one that most closely resembles bags from the original boutique collection is this tote, which is all black, and then it has that rocket patch on it. There's also this tote in the monogram C's, but the dark, like black and gray colors that has some space patches. And they did prints in the lighter tan colored signature C's with patches, this mini Sierra satchel, and this large wristlet. In terms of small goods, they had some small compact zip wallets. This one that has the Saturn on it, and this one that says NASA. This again closely resembles the boutique collection, but notice that this NASA is not in colors, it's just white on black. So if you come across one of those when you're looking for the boutique collection, you know that's an outlet piece. They also did a bifold wallet in that design, and a couple of really cute, fun shaped coin purses, this Saturn one, and one of the cutest things I've ever seen from Coach, this little UFO coin case. And I have a bag charm from this collection, and that is this little astronaut piece. It has some glitter around the edges, as well as the glazing, which is glitter. The back is just plain, it says Coach, and then it has this little metal hang tag, but that's pretty cute. And it's very similar to that patch on the boutique bag. To give you an idea of the prices, this retailed for $35 at the outlet. I saw one on the Preloved market, currently $200. So those were the two original Coach Space collections. By the way, the boutique collection was called Coach Space. The outlet was called the Space Collection. Since then, Coach has done a lot of other space-themed pieces. I'm sure you've seen things with stars and rockets and aliens and UFOs and even space rexy. I won't go through all of those today because it's a lot, and what I've already shown you has been a lot. But let me know if you'd like another video at some point going over the rest of the space collections. I will show you just a couple of pieces here. There's this field tote with space rexy, which would have been a boutique piece, but not part of the original collection because they weren't making field totes yet then. And then there was this field tote, which some of you may remember I used to have, that has the big rocket on it. This is a big Field Tote 40, and the rocket is in yellow and it has some glitter in it, really pretty. There's also this Gotham tote with a more sleek looking rocket. And these three totes, this one with an alien, this one with a rocket, these have more fun colors, more cartoony. And this one with Space Rexy shooting a laser gun. And I love this Keith Haring collaboration that has the UFO and Keith Haring's little barking dog. So again, there is more than that, but that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this collection. If you have anything that is space themed, whether it's from Coach or not, I'd love to hear about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you back here next time. Until then, have a fantastic day. Bye.